Hey friends, today's fun day. We're going to make a 1-month planner called Make the Rest of Your Life the Best of Your Life. To get your free printable, go to fundaycreations.com. The link is in the description below. No email, no personal information is needed to download. If you don't have a scoring board, then you might be interested in downloading this extra piece here that you can also use it as a bookmark if you wanted to. You could like print it on cardstock, laminate it, whatever. But for those of you who don't have a scoring board, this is the extra piece of paper that I provided, or the extra printable, so that you can have a straight edge. And to fold it, we're just going to fold it real quick here in half, and then we'll fold it in half again. And there we have a straight edge. Okay, we're going to start with folding our cover. We're going to fold along each of these lines here all the way around. Just quickly fold each side over. Get a nice hard edge. Next, we're going to fold these two lines right here to make the spine. There we have that. Okay, now we're going to move on to gluing our cover together. So we're going to need our cover that we folded and the inner page. So we're going to flip it over, grab our glue, and we're not going to glue these sides down here. We're only going to glue the top and the bottom. And we're going to avoid putting any glue on this spine area here. All right, so we're going to just put a little bit of glue. You don't have to go too crazy. A little bit of glue here. And again, avoid this spine area. You can kind of see through the paper so you don't get any glue on that. Now fold that over and in. And do the same thing on the bottom, avoiding the spine. Again, avoid that and fold that in. And we're not going to glue these down. We're going to fold them in, but don't glue them down. We're going to take our inner page, set it on top, get it kind of in the middle there. Figure out where you want it, center it up in there. And then we're gonna use our hand and hold one side down, okay? And we're gonna fold the other one over and hold it in place. And we're gonna put the glue And you're going to take it up to about the color. Again, avoid the spine, put it on the white area here, and don't glue down this side, just put glue on top. Just like that. And then we're going to take this over and we're going to flatten it on top. Okay, we're going to do the same on this side. We're going to glue on the white area, avoid that spine. And then just put it down like that. There you go. And there we have our cover. For our next step, we're going to work on folding these 3 pieces. This one. We'll start with this one, and we're going to fold all 4 of these edges. Okay, next we're going to fold one of the pages, and we're going to fold where this blue and green meet, right along this middle line here. Okay, fold it in half. Give it a nice good fold. And then we're going to fold along this line right here. It's a little hard to see, but don't fold along this top line here. That's for placing a pocket in. You want to fold right along this right here. Do the same to the other side. Again, this line up here. Okay, we'll open it up and let's fold those in. Grab it. There we go. And we're not going to fold these other parts just yet. We're going to do that when we get to the gluing. Okay, so we're going to set this one aside. Okay, so now next we're going to fold this page, and we're going to do the same exact thing. We're going to fold along this line right here, and then we're going to fold it in half and then get to the flaps at the top and bottom. Open it up and fold those all in. Now let's finish folding up these 2 pieces. Now to do that, let's start with this one, and we want to open it up, and we're going to first fold these little flaps down, and we only want to put a little bit of glue right there in the crease. Let's show you that again. I might have went too fast. Just a little bit of glue there in the crease. Don't have to get too crazy. Again, just a little bit of glue there. And just push them down. And then we're going to get a little more crazy and put a lot of glue on top of these flaps. We don't want to put glue all over in here, because then it will get all messy in there and kind of weird, distorted. So, but we're going to put a lot of glue up to the edge there. Get a little crazy on this. And then we're going to fold it up. It's all right if one flap is coming up, it's okay. And then just fold it over and flatten it out. And any extra glue, just kind of, you know, whatever. All right, and now we want to fold along this line right here. And, well, you know what, let me back up, let me show you. We've got the small flap on the back and the large flap on the front here. Just, sorry, needed to point that out. And press a little bit harder because we're going through two. And then what we're going to do is we're going to fold them both over like that. And then we want to take, let's take just the big flap and fold that big flap over. And then we want to kind of like pull, if I can grab it, pull this small one over top and make it lay flat on top of it. You might have to pull it a little bit, but just fold it on over. And then we're going to glue this small flap and slide the big one over top. Just like that. And you can kind of give it a nice bend. There you go. We're going to do the same thing with this one. I'll walk you through that again. So we're going to open this up, put a little bit of glue. This glue is just to hold the flap down in place while we're closing it up. It doesn't have any other purpose than that. Just kind of holding it down. So if it, you know, kind of flaps open on you, don't worry about it. And we're gonna, again, put a ton of glue up on here, take it all the way to that edge. And then we're just gonna close that up. Again, I got glue everywhere. Just kind of wipe that up. Don't want our paper to stick to the desk. That'd be kind of disastrous. But now we want to fold the long side, or the big side here, on top of the little. So we're going to fold along this line. And then we're going to fold over. And then again, let's fold that big one over and then pull that little one. Boy, I have trouble with that. Pull this little one over top. Just kind of pull it over. Like that. And then we're going to glue it. And smooth it out. And just give it a quick bend. And there we have those. Okay, let's grab our 2 pages back. And let's start with putting this page with the little heart here behind. So you can see these flaps go over top. Okay? And push it up against, fold that over, and then we're going to put this one, hopefully you guys can see this, we're going to put this one on the top here and fold it over. So you can see that these flaps are going over everything. Let's turn it back around because this gets a little jumbled here. But we're going to hold it all together and slide them in. And let's fold this one in and fold this one on top. Okay, so we have this with the mushrooms is on the bottom and the plain green on top, and kind of push it all together, make sure it's all straight, flip it over on the back, and these flaps are over top of everything, and then this is how your back should look. Okay, so let's put the one, this one goes on top, this one goes on the bottom, and we're going to put glue just right here in this area. And put quite a bit there because we really want to hold that down. And hold that, and then just lay it over like that. Make sure that is glued down really good. And now we're going to put a lot of glue on these little flaps and fold them over top of everything. Okay, just like that. Make sure everything is glued down really good. So your little booklet here should look like this. And then you're going to have a nice little pocket behind here where you can store some stuff in there, maybe some secret stuff. Okay, next we're going to work on folding all our pockets. So grab all your pockets, and I'm going to run through one real quick and then speed run the rest. So we're going to just simply fold along the line at the top, the lines on the sides here, and let's go. And this is what your pocket should look like when you're done. Next, let's move on to folding or gluing our pockets here. Grab all of these pockets. And first off, we need to glue all of these top flaps down. Because once we glue that one down, we need to come back again and we need to cut these half circles out. Just like that, all right? After each of these, we're going to start gluing down this top. Cut it out. Next, let's grab these backings to our pockets. So we have all of these pieces here, and we're going to, I guess we'll start with, let's grab the little pockets first. And these two pieces go on the back of the little pockets. And what we want to do is just put this in the back here. And you can see. And we'll just glue these down, hold it in place. Just like that. We'll do the same thing with this one. And there you go. Now these pieces are all going to go with the big pockets, and they match up with their colors. So the blue with the blue, the pink with the pink, and the purple with the purple. Just kind of slide it in there. Make sure it's where you want it. Hold that in place and glue it down. Okay, we're ready to glue it all together. So grab all your pockets, grab our little booklet we just finished, and our cover. And we're going to start with putting this into here. And there are some dotted lines on this side. You see the hearts are on that side. Make sure our cover's the right way. Believe me, I've glued them in upside down. But we're going to follow these dotted lines. That's going to help guide you in the placement of this, and that's going to go right in there. So we want to make sure we get a ton of glue on here. Focus on those edges, and we're going to place it in. it. Nice glued in our pocket. Now we're going to work on our pockets, and we're going to start by gluing these on top of the purple and the pink. And you can put them either way you want, doesn't matter. I think I might just put them this way. And we're going to kind of eyeball it. It's going to go right there in the middle. You see how that goes? And we're just going to put a lot of nice glue on the back and plop it in place. I'm going to kind of focus on getting around those edges. Get those corners. Leave some room though so you can pick it up without having your fingers stuck to it. And we saw, just kind of eyeball it now and go up in place like that. It might be easier maybe for you if you start at the top and go down. Doesn't matter. I'll just edit that out. Okay. Do the same on here. Kind of eyeball where that's going to go. Now let's pull over our book. And again, you can put these whichever way you would like. I'm going to put mine like this, and there are some guidelines there to help place them in. And again, it's just going to be the same thing we just did. We're going to kind of go up and around that top there and put it all over. Put it on that line. And up we go. Again on this side. There we have it. Now the bee, the bee is going to go on this side, and again we got a little line there. And there we have it. It's all put together. Get a nice fold in there, because I don't think we folded that yet. There. And it's ready to be filled. Okay, we're going to fold our little envelope now, and it's real easy. We're just going to fold in the sides. Actually, I'm going to use straight edge to try and make sure I get good folds here. Okay. Fold these over. And there we have our envelope. Now let's glue our little envelope together. And there's some little dark spots here to help guide you on where to put that glue. So just put a little bit of glue right there in that dark spot. And fold up the bottom. And then you have your envelope. Okay, next we're going to move on to the weekly booklets here, and it's kind of straightforward. You just fold them in half. If I can even get them apart. I can't get it apart. Okay, just kind of fold it in half. And there you go. And we'll do that for each one. And there we have these. We'll set them aside. And we have a whole bunch of little goodies to go into our planner. We've got a whole bunch of little note cards. Some of them have some nice little positive sayings for you at the bottom. You can write in at the top what the list is for. We have actual to-do lists. We have some note cards that maybe you could write a note to somebody, give it a nice title, and write a note. And then we have our envelope. All these little note cards, these little ones go into this envelope. And you could even write a note to somebody and brighten their day. Finally, we have our planner cards to let us know what's going on for the week. Now, if you wanted to, I left them open in case you want to write some extra notes in there. But you could, if you wanted to, glue them closed. But I would just put a little bit of glue around the edges because you don't want to write on the glue. And those cards can go in here with the planner here, and you put your days in, some notes, some goals that you have for the month, and if you want to keep anything hidden from somebody, you can hide little things back there, and voila. There you go. I hope you enjoyed this. I hope that you will like and subscribe to my videos, and I hope that you have a great and wonderful day. Bye-bye.